Well, we know Sir Winston Churchill for his powerful words and decades of public service. Well, one Savannah native has gotten to know Churchill better than most after avidly collecting Churchill memorabilia for 35 years. And Brian E. Graff wrote a Churchill treasury right here. It's said to include many rare items and pieces never seen by the public before its publishing. And Brian is here with us today to talk about the book, and he also brought a few of those period pieces along with him. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Absolutely. I am so intrigued by your book, and I want you to tell me more about what inspired you to write it. What kind of set everything off for you?
Sir Winston was a household name growing up, and I just started collecting his memorabilia, and that led to trips to England to chase Churchill.
Wow.
And I decided to write my book. The International Churchill Society certainly appreciated my book and backed me with support. Randolph Churchill, who is the great-grandson of Sir Winston and the executive chairman of the Churchill Society, was kind enough to write an introduction for me. And the book was actually published by Pen and Sword Publishing out of Yorkshire, England, in July of 2024. And we had our American debut, an American rollout at the National Museum of the Mighty Eighth in August. And thus far, it's been doing very well, and it's led me to some beautiful speaking opportunities.
Yes, and we see some of those pictures right now.
Yes. We spent, my family and I were in England. We had a 3-week trip earlier this summer, and part of that was family vacation. Another part was chasing Churchill like I typically do once a year. And then we had a book tour.
Yeah.
And we're on the shelves in Britain at Waterstones and also Hatchard's on London's famous Regent Street, which is a thrill. We had book signings there. I was also the guest of Cambridge University to view their Churchill archive one day, and that was just phenomenal, actually going into the archive and seeing the original manuscripts of his speeches and other things. And I also spoke, I had just a magnificent time speaking at his old constituency at Epping. He represented Epping from starting in 1924, and just being there and speaking where he spoke was just an exciting experience.
I can only imagine, and I'm so excited as well that you have some of the pieces that you discuss in your book that really help tell the story of Churchill. So kind of walk me through some of the stuff you brought here today.
Happy to. All of the things I'm going to show are in the book.
Yeah.
The book has about 300 illustrations of all period pieces. No memorial pieces, no tourist pieces, but all stuff made during his 60 years of public service, no matter what he was doing. This is a famous piece made by Royal Doulton. It was made actually from 1940 to 1985, and it has remained one of Doulton's best sellers.
Wow.
The original run is marked Winston Churchill, Premier of Great Britain, 1940.
That is so cool.
All subsequent runs are just named Winston Churchill. So if someone has one made in the 70s and the 80s, it'll just say Winston Churchill. This is the one preferred by collectors because it is the very first run and the only run marked this way.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. You have a few other items, and we're going to be sure to show some of those. We are running out of time really quick. I want to make sure everyone knows where they can purchase Churchill's treasury. Amazon, or what are some other avenues?
Locally, it's for sale at the National Museum of the Mighty Eighth.
Awesome.
In their museum store. Also, you can order it from Amazon.
That is great.
Just look up a Churchill treasury.
That is awesome. All right, a Churchill treasury. We are going to have all the links for that on our website, WTOC.com, and we'll have some pictures so you can see some of the memorabilia that Brian brought for us today. Thank you so much for being here.